Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. Ride to my dog sitting in jail. He stay lighter on the grass, bend it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Riley's, let them.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. And is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Bridgewater. This one caught by Crowder. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And the D looking like they may blitz. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 53 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Let's go. 2 jet. 2 jet. Ahead. Force. Dagger.
Bridgewater now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And tough starting field position here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Smith catches left side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Get a look at the Washington Redskins as they come out on offense, and this is a crew that's hoping to make some noise in the NFC East, coming off back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 96-97, so they are trending upward.
Yes, they are, and Kirk Cousins is leading them on offense. He's the guy that people continue to question. Yet every year he puts up big-time numbers. Able to fling it around. They're able to run it well. I love their offensive scheme. But I do know that they want to get better on defense, and they went to the University of Alabama, their first 2 picks, in order to try and get that done. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman. Ryan Anderson, outside linebacker. They'll need both of them to play well if they want to chase down the teams in front of them in the NFC East.
And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go. Hey.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Get ready.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. Now Sproles. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles take possession. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of 2009 for their last playoff win, and I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going in.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Screen pass to Blunt. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Aguilar has it. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's LeGarrette Blount. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown as a member of the Eagles. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. For Blount, a career-high 18 rushing touchdowns for the Patriots in 2016. Now he's got his first to start the new campaign with his new club.
And, partner, you know how it is when a player goes to a new team. They may miss the old one, but they also want to show them what they're missing. And this is the first one for him. He hopes it's many with his new club.
Trying to build off that banner year he had in 2016. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Get ready. Wait, 90.
To throw, Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And out now come the Eagles. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Wins to throw on second down. And he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And they'll go Wentz to Blount here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's
no,
just kind of a jab. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They run it with McKinnon, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terrell Pryor, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some room to maneuver. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't think there's any question that Jordan Reed is as athletic as any tight end in the league. All right, I don't think there's any debate about that. The hard part is just him being able to be healthy.
And when he's on the field, though, boy, does he take them to another level, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Changes the game for them because they can use him in so many different spots and create mismatches against the defense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second. Bridgewater to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go.
They run once more with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play action now. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He finds his target. It's Crowder. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
When I evaluated Jamison Crowder coming out of Duke, I thought he was already a pro in how he approached the game and ran routes, and I think his head coach Jay Gruden agrees.
Yeah, he has said repeatedly we want to keep him on the field as much as possible. He had 847 yards, 7 touchdowns a season ago. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Teddy Bridgewater. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. earns them a 3-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded at the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. On play action, Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run again with Blunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Blunt shreds the tackle, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. Out to the left here to Reed. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here's McKinnon. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Bridgewater now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Wentz now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. And he fends him off. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Bridgewater to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now Wentz. Screen pass to Blount. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
And an alley to run. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Wentz to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here with Blunt. And some room to work. Able to slither by. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now McKinnon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a carry for Blunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, They told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Bridgewater. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security and in overtime so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here, field goal or a touchdown now. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Wentz will keep it. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Now Bridgewater. Player has it complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to win it in overtime. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run with Thompson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to win it in overtime. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right?